get one of those.
Fucking banks.
There's one on Rosecrans on Long Beach.
All right,
There's another one on Rosecrans in Atlantic. You guys want to go?
we're about to
Straight.
go live in 5,
It's 160.
4,
160.
3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody. Or just a couple of fools talking about crypto, NFT, not rubbing tugs or stocks. Not today. But we get into shit. All right, but I'm Banks. There's Trejo. There's Jay. Then we got young Jeff in the back controlling everything. So let's start this shit. Let's see.
Well, it was pretty damn slow this week.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't really a lot of stuff to talk about, but we could still talk about a lot of other stuff. Like I think Tops has they have an app where you can buy NFTs on there too.
Like their own app.
Yeah, their own app where you can buy it. I think it's NFTs.
Aren't they a
That's
part
why I
of?
downloaded it.
Aren't they a part of a certain app already? Like the
Dapper? Is it Dapper?
No, not Dapper. Which one's the other one, Jay?
For Tops,
Yeah, where the Garbage Pail Kids are at.
Wax.
Wax.
Oh, Wax.
That's weird. Why would they do that?
Because I seen they had one for Star Wars, dude.
Mm.
They had some Star Wars ones, and you could like do them on Tops. I was like, what the fuck? Look, they have it right here.
What the fuck? That's sick.
It's loading right now, but this is the Tops app for the Star Wars. And it's like you could buy, Tops is Disney, so it's a trip. Well, I don't have good service in here.
Damn.
You guys have another thing?
I don't even know, honestly.
Fucking market's been really shitty this week, man.
Yeah.
What's a good
It's
time
been
to?
tough. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of talking about it a little before we started, like that people just kind of getting scared, maybe jumping out a little too soon.
Yeah.
That are maybe feeling like they're losing a lot of money they need right now. And I mean, that's why you invest long term and you do research beforehand and just be prepared to hold like when I buy a certain coin, it's so I can hold it for I'm prepared to hold it for years, or I'm prepared to sell it like this day, that day, like it's on
Yeah.
some day to day shit. Like,
Or on an X.
yeah, I'm like, hey, this is down 30%. It has to go up at least 10.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of day to day stuff I mean.
Like what you
Yeah.
guys were saying earlier, it made me think like for different people, it's a good time to either sell or to buy right now, like to jump in.
Yeah.
You know, like for people who aren't into crypto right now, it's good to like jump in.
It's good. Huh?
Because the market it went down,
Yeah.
so it's gonna go back up. So it's good to buy when it's down.
Mm-hmm.
And for like you guys were saying, people who do taxes, like they're taking it out right now because they want to do their taxes.
Yeah, it offsets
Like
some of their gains.
they'll take that loss.
Yeah.
So for them, it's good to sell and take that loss for their taxes. So it just depends on what situation you're in. Either jump in or take that L.
Yeah.
You know.
But honestly, like right now, if you compare the pricing to what it was a month ago or 2 months ago, like what it got to 60,000,
Just don't-
almost 70, right? So it's the same shit with stocks, like too. Like Warren Buffett preaches on like buy something that's worth $1 for less than $1. So think
Yeah.
about it like that. Think about that you're buying Bitcoin right now for 70 cents instead of $1. It's gonna go back up. And again, this is not financial advice, but we've seen a certain pattern throughout the years that's the way it works, unless something like crazy happens where like the government's fucking
Where Satoshi reveals himself and it's the government.
I don't know, you know, like that could do that, you know, but
Drops Bitcoin to zero.
it's gonna take something really, really big to drop it to zero. You know, there's a lot of people invested into it. You heard like,
Dude, like so much governments are invested into Bitcoin.
yeah, and not to mention all the companies that we all rely on: Apple, Tesla, you know, Amazon, fucking, you name it.
And a lot of them are taking Bitcoin as payments
Mhm.
nowadays, right?
Yeah. So like, think about it like that. Like right now, you're getting a really good deal, um, compared to a few months ago. You know, but you never know. It might go down, whatever. But like from what we've seen, like it still looks really good for the year. Won't you say, Jay? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like I'm still optimistic for like
Mhm.
the next. I mean, like for the next year, like for sure, like January and stuff.
yeah,
But that's not to say it couldn't dip a little more. Like
Yeah.
that's always a possibility too.
mm-hmm.
It's just keep in mind that it's just not gonna go away though. That's kind of the whole thing of it. Like you just have to be patient.
yeah,
Hold.
Yeah, hold. That's why I just tell people like, I can just buy some Bitcoin, and then now you have like an average. It's like, oh, it went under that. Like, let me get my average down. And then that's how you get a gauge for it. Like once you
Yeah.
start messing around with it.
You it takes time. Like you could be in it a few, like in it, but everyone's brain works different. But like if you get in it and then you do it for an X amount of time, you start seeing that pattern, and you start taking advantage of that pattern. You know, you kind of like figure it out. You know, like,
Yeah, and it's pretty cool, and it's pretty crazy. But like stuff moves so quickly, like so quickly. Like something can be here and gone in like a week's time,
yeah.
and like I don't know, it's just pretty crazy. Bro.
That's how crypto and NFT works right now. Like something happens last week and it already feels like a month.
Yeah, dude, it moves so fast. It's just
Yeah.
like a robot, you know. It's
Dude.
just the processing is so quick, you know.
hmm And it's just the way that we're molded right now. Like everything's so like quick. You know, everyone's on like, oh, what's the next hot song? You know, or what's the next this? Oh, what's the next that? It's the same shit with crypto and NFT. You know, everyone, oh, what's the next project? Oh, what's the next coin going up? You know, that's why people fall into traps too. You know, like the next shit coin, and people get in it like at the wrong time, and then they end up losing money. You know, and they get discouraged.
Yeah,
You know, like,
but that's why I tell people too, like, don't just listen to like someone or some random person, you know, because there are a lot of people who'll be like, oh, you know, buy this, buy that. Then I could say buy this, buy that, but then I tell them, oh, you know, but just do your own research.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna, I don't want you to come back to me and be like, you know, you told me some wrong shit. No, I told you to do your own research. I told you what I buy, what I think is hot right now, you know?
yeah, everyone's gonna have a different perspective. I think because it's so early. Like, no one's an expert at this shit, and someone that claims to be an expert, they're bullshitting.
They don't
you
know, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
nah,
we're just figuring it out, man.
everyone's figuring it out right
And
now.
a lot of people that that have like a lot of ETH and just crypto in general also got lucky too. You know,
Yeah.
like there's a good amount of that involved. So
mm-hmm.
can't be too discouraged.
Nah, you can't.
There's always gonna be someone that was here before you. You know?
Yeah.
So, but you're like once you're already in it, there's a lot of people behind you in line. You know, like when you're fucking waiting somewhere, it's like damn, this shit's long. Then
Mhm.
you look back and it's like, oh damn, all right,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's actually a
not
good
too
time.
bad.
Yeah. Dude, too early. Just imagine all the people that are gonna come in to the space. Like, actually, people that already deal with crypto too, so they're gonna understand a little bit better. But the market of the Coinbase market, you know, they're gonna drive those people into the NFT community with a whole new marketplace. But it's like people that are actually already dealing with crypto, so they kind of know how it moves, how it works. You know?
It's a trip because people on the spaces, dude, they're both kind of people that are coming in. There are people that are coming in that know crypto, and there are people that are just coming in and they know NFTs. They've heard about NFTs, and they don't know anything about crypto. You know, so it's a trip having to hear them like learn or people explain to them like,
Yeah.
all this shit. You know, teach that they have to get taught.
I feel like you need both. Like you need to know a little bit of both to kind of like be able to navigate in the waters of
I feel like
The open
to
sea.
get NFTs first, you should be able to learn crypto. You know, at least a little bit. Like
Yeah.
dabble your feet in it a little bit. You know.
I honestly don't really like. I'll tell people to buy crypto before NFTs.
Yeah,
NFTs
because-
are so volatile and hard to understand. Like,
Yep.
you might as well just understand.
Like first
crypto.
off, there's so many blockchains. You know, and each blockchain has their own crypto for it. You know, so just get into get into the
Yeah,
crypto
like
first.
the intricacies and everything, like that's and the technology, like that's really good to learn also.
Mhm.
But just so they can look at charts and stuff and just
Yeah.
look how stuff moves and like they can be on Twitter and to see how people talk about stuff and how it moves. And then like when there's a really popular post on Reddit and you're like, oh shit, like people start buying it like a couple hours after. Like you just see stuff and you know, like you've said it like 50 times already, but like the earlier like you start doing it, like, the more you understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You literally have to be in it like if it's like when you go to work and then after you have to be doing this shit like full time after
Mhm.
work to like and it's not even crazy, it's not even work, it's just staying aware, being on Discord, being on Twitter, you know, like keeping up with certain people on social media.
Because I'm a security guard, I like to do it at work.
Yeah, it works.
Like
you know,
I like to listen like other people talk about it, you know, or like the spaces or
Mhm.
scroll down like my like he said, like social media feeds, you know,
Yeah.
and that you can see different posts that people make. They talk about coins and NFTs, different things.
Yeah. I honestly, man, like you're right though. Like with the whole crypto and NFT shit, like it is better to get into crypto instead of NFT.
Like first,
cause like there's a lot of like like wrong way of promoting NFTs right now, where a lot of people are getting scammed because it looks cool or whatever. Like it's not really like, you know, like
not just that. Like I could
Like
explain
it has
NFT.
nothing behind it.
nothing behind
Yeah,
it, you
I
know.
get
It's
you.
just the hype, the way they market it. Like I was even mentioning that before. Like I told you, like NFT is like a marketing game. Like if you know how to market it, they're gonna sell it out. They're gonna be able to do this and do that. But then it doesn't go anywhere after.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
It like sells out and then
Yeah.
it's like, damn,
Look.
all right, we made like
I don't know. Like in my point of view, I feel like the crypto game is a lot easier to see what's going on versus like if you don't keep up with like a Discord or Twitter, like you don't really see what's going on with like the outside community. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to crypto, like you see an actual chart and stuff like that. Just my take. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's true, man.
yeah, I feel that, and especially because a lot of those companies behind the altcoins are companies and not just like people on Twitter, like with NFTs or like an anonymous person with like a wolf avatar. It says Ben. Like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Ben.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and he has a Twitter he made like 3 weeks ago with it's like
20
Sketch.
followers.
yeah, where like at least if you're gonna buy something like Cardano, like you were saying earlier, like it has the foundation, the IOHK, like the company behind it. Like there's someone you can point a finger at if something was to happen, you know.
Fucking Charles talks
Yeah.
on YouTube like every so often, you know,
Mhm.
like that fool's out there.
Hypes,
Yeah.
hypes it up for
And
nothing.
that's not saying that someone like that can't like pull a rug on you, because it's still like, you
It's
know, it's
possible.
possible. But that's the whole, like, I guess, attraction of messing with alts instead of NFTs is that there's someone that you can go after.
Yeah.
Like you'll have some kind of legal recourse.
Yeah. That's
So they're
true.
like way less likely to do that.
Yeah.
Cardano might be the biggest rug of them all. You never know.
Shit.
Nah, but I don't know. I like Cardano.
Yeah, Cardano's
Just-
cool, man.
I feel like, cause they hype it up a lot, you know. So they have to.
And like it's with a lot of stuff, like it doesn't make me like upset with Cardano. It's like the whole culty people behind it. Like they ruin it for me. Like
I felt like I was getting culty at first, like when I was first getting into NFTs with Cardano, cause I would talk about it a lot.
yeah, for real. And a lot of people like you catch yourself doing that because you're listening to all these people like
Just
on
hype it
different
up.
podcasts or whatever. Like
and
just talk
and
about
then
it.
and then like you look at it for yourself, and then you see like, yeah, it gets pumped when they talk about it. Like when what is his name? Hobbs or
Hobbs.
Charles Hobbs?
Hoskinson.
Oh, yeah.
Hobbs is
Yeah.
that a movie or something?
That's some Fast and Furious shit.
Whatever his
Fucking
name
The
is.
Rock.
Hoskinson, whatever his name is, you know. Like like I see him talk about it a lot, you know, and it just hypes it up. Until they came out with the smart contracts, it wasn't really a lot, you know, that they were doing. They would hype it up here and there, and it would pump.
And like why like I got upset at Cardano because I remember like why I had got some of it in the first place and I was gonna stake it was it's like a 5-year play like minimum like 3 to 5 years because they're trying to bank people that don't have access to like finance at all.
Yeah.
So like the people were getting really hyped that they're able to like store like data for like students over there or
That's
something.
true.
That's
so-
what I like about Cardano.
But they gotta do like the legwork with like all of the different like, cause there's like what like 50 something countries in Africa.
That's
Like,
true, man.
You know,
It's a
and like
lot,
yeah.
borders, like people will argue with you about the borders and shit. So it's a lot to work with.
That's
like,
so true.
but once shit gets cracking over there, like you could imagine that
it's gonna go up, you know. It's
Yeah.
gonna pump.
It's just long term, but it's those culty people that are like, oh man, like Cardano to the moon. Watch when the exchange comes out. Watch when we have NFTs. It's like, bro, like take it easy. Like
I rather-
it's coming. Like we know.
I'd rather just buy it and watch.
Let's be honest. If you want to hold your shit, that's fine.
Yeah. But you can't talk about something that hasn't even been done.
Yeah,
know,
you
like-
remember that chart that even like a lot of people on YouTube were sharing. Like, look at this ecosystem. Like all of these,
Oh, yeah, all
all of
these
these
fucking-
apps
yeah.
that are gonna plug in at the beginning of October. It's like, dude,
And
like, you guys
nothing
are
happened.
promising too much.
Yeah.
But Cardano didn't say that. That's like these other people
Yeah.
being dumb about it.
They
So
just
it's like,
like,
you guys gotta watch out for that too. Like you'll see that stuff also. Like there'll be things with like 50,000, 100,000 followers, and then it looks like a scam because you've seen people talk like that before. You know.
so true.
So there's like a lot of things you gotta be aware of.
Especially like with this shit, like all these fools are nerds, you know, like
Uh-huh.
they'll make some shit look legit. Like, you feel me? Like, honestly, like they'll code some shit, make it look all cool, like whatever.
Like it's run by women or something. You know, like a whole.
yeah, like that project, you know.
fame,
Like,
fame ladies.
yeah,
You know what I'm
even
saying?
projects like that, you know, like early on, like there's and it's still going on. Like we've been seeing it little by little, but like I guess that's a really good example, man. Like it was this project supposedly that was ran by women, which hell yeah, that's appreciated, you know.
Yeah, but
Fuck yeah, supporting that, you know. But it wasn't. It was some random ass fool like in Russia or wherever the fuck he was. But I think it was in
Yeah.
Russia, you know. So, but you never know. Like that's why.
It
like,
wasn't a whole team.
no, it was
There's just one guy.
I think so.
either way, it wasn't
Yeah.
women.
Yeah, it wasn't a women ran
Yeah.
project. That was, you know, like.
That was a
like-
whole team of dudes.
Yeah.
more than likely, honestly, assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Also think about that, like the way they market it. Like you mentioned that before, Jay. Like where it's over marketed, it feels weird. You know, like huh, like.
Yeah, like good art
Like-
speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Mechaverse type
Like,
shit.
it doesn't really, for real. Like it doesn't need hype. It's not that it doesn't need any marketing, but like you can see when things are just spammy. It's just,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, ugh,
Unorganic.
chill guys. Unorganic, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they totally had a contest to invite people or something.
That's weird. In the beginning, I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Like that's a different way, you know." And then like one project did it, and then now everyone does it.
Mhm.
You know, like you see the same thing with it's happening with the games, the sheep. They started something trendy, you know, Now you see Bear Game and
Yeah, like these on-chain.
It's like when
games.
punk, like the punk, like something punk or something.
Or the funks.
Yeah, yeah, just like people trying to roll with trends type shit.
Yeah,
Like
things
something
get hot,
game now.
like all the derivatives and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a certain word for that kind of art, I guess. Like, where like you know how it's the punks and then the funks. It's like
Some sort of like replica. I feel like.
yeah, it's like
replicated.
It's some. They have a like the artists have a term for it, like when they steal somebody's art and use it, like they'll mix it around. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, you know.
Copyright
So
infringement.
that's just an art form.
It's like
like-
biting.
Like yeah, they do that. I was tripping out because they were having a discussion on the spaces and they were like, you know, like that's still stealing somebody's art and just using
Yeah.
it for yourself.
It's like using someone's art pretty much as like a base canvas. I feel like, all right, I'm gonna take your art and then build on top of it. It's
I'm-
not yours anymore.
Not
but-
even that. I'm gonna take your art and just flip it around, like put a mirror to it.
Well, that's
and
kind of what they're doing, though. You know what I'm saying?
taking it.
Yeah, the funks. Like I have a punk, and this is
But
a funk.
using your, yeah, like using the original art as a canvas, like
Yeah.
starting with your art. All right, here's my fresh canvas.
my
you know,
God.
I'm all right, and now I'm done.
I just
You
turned
know
it.
what I'm saying? Like flip it
Yeah.
up.
I just turned it around.
That's like
That's crazy.
they're not even trying. Like fuck.
No, they're not. There's got to just be some honesty with that.
Yeah, like come on.
Instead of trying, they're like trying to find the loophole.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, instead of making my own shit, let's just flip it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Be honest.
It's like it's so bad that some people think it's good.
for real.
Yeah, I guess.
You
it's
get
that
me?
whole thing,
It's so like
huh?
it's so counter like it's so like
It's-
counter like decentralized, you know, this and that. Like
That's so,
why
like,
did you guys take us down, you know? Which is cool,
that's ahead of the game.
you know, but it's like fuck, like it's so bad that it's good. You know, like some fools really go behind that shit, like which fuck it. I was gonna run with it. I got a pastel funk. But it was because of some hype shit.
The reason I got it,
the right
the reason I
people.
got it, because it's a funk, like it's a punk.
Nah,
it's
but
like,
it was
it's
cool.
a derivative punk, you know. That's why I got it.
But-
Like if I can't afford the real punk, I'm gonna buy this
Yeah.
other punk that I can afford, you know.
But that's just the process of getting into it, you know,
Like the Lego punk that disappeared.
bro. That's the process, bro. Like we get in it, we buy some shit that we thought is cool. Like oh yeah, it is like a punk, but because that's why I bought it. The pastel punk that I got is tight with this little thing.
Like I bought it because it was a derivative, you know. Like and like I said, I can't afford the real punk. Might as well just get one
Yeah.
that I could afford, you know.
But we didn't know, you know. It's like in the beginning, but that's part of it. Like
Part
but-
of learning, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're saying,
yeah,
it's a learning process.
learning. You go through that shit, but you like it so much, you still stick in it. Like fuck it.
I feel like a tricky thing is knowing which derivatives are actually gonna follow the original project in success. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because there are some good ones that are derivatives that are together, like those
yeah,
fucking
paired up, like they follow each other. Aesthetic.
Like the pastel punks are still on OpenSea, but like I bought some that are Lego punk, like the Lego punk. They took them off. Like you remember, it was during that time when the funks were getting sued. Like, no, not sued, but they were telling them, you know, you gotta take it off OpenSea.
Yeah.
Well, like my Lego one just got taken off from there.
Damn.
So
That's some shit.
I still
though.
have it in my wallet, but I have to find where I could sell it. You know, I have
Yeah.
to find a marketplace for it.
Bro, people are so quick to be like, where let's say there's a project right now that's selling, that's popping. Like let's say the Penguins or whatever the fuck that was popping back in the day. Like that, cause that happened to me. That was a scam. Like the Penguin was popping. Like people were buying them. The floor had gone up like 0.1 almost, and then I saw one for like 0.0, like 0.02 or something like that. I was like, what?
The-
And then I ended up getting it,
The-
but without even looking.
The 24 pixel one.
Yeah, without even looking at like what I'm buying, and I bought the wrong shit, and it wasn't the actual project
Mm.
that was pumping, because I was so quick to be like, oh, I want to get it because I'm gonna make some money, but it's the wrong idea, you know? It's like I was coming at it the wrong way, like
That's how I was when I bought my fake Bored Ape. And I was just so excited. I was like, oh, you know, the board, it says Bored Ape, like, but it's spelled a little wrong. But I was like, I was like,
Spelled a
ma-
little
I was,
wrong.
I was
A
like,
little wrong.
I was like, maybe it's just a typo, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought it was, and then nope, it was a fucking fake ass Bored Ape.
But look at us now though. Like honestly, with experiences like that under our belt, we're able to help and spread the knowledge. So it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a L at the moment, but we're able to spread the knowledge and hope people
Yeah.
hear it and avoid that situation later on. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
That's
So that's
so
cool.
true. It's like a little shortcut.
I
for
still
some
have
people.
that fake Bored Ape in my wallet too.
Yeah, I have my cactus. I have a cactus. It's like I'm pretty sure it's trash, but it's, fuck it, you know. It's just like this is that shit that like
Got
this
you
is
in.
my early mistake right here, and I'm a
A-
whole
a
I'm a
ca-
rocket
a
like a fucking
cactus.
scar, you
What
know,
kind of
like
cactus?
fuck
Yeah.
it.
Same.
This is my shit.
I feel that,
Did you ever see my Bored Ape?
Nah.
I'll show you right now.
There are some cool derivatives though. I won't.
They are.
A lot of them, I think a lot of them look cool. They're just, you never know what's gonna take off.
Mm-hmm.
What's the trip is I've never seen my Bored Ape like anywhere else. The fake one that I have. Where's it at? It's right here.
Oh, what I was gonna say when you guys were saying that about like helping other people not do the same stuff, like make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Was like when you see on Twitter that somebody gets hacked and they don't tell you how they got hacked. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Dude, honestly,
can
man.
you tell me, please?
That's a conversation that really needs to get like talked about, man. Cause like, how are people supposed to learn from your fucking mistake that you did? You know, like, but just some people are just so scared or feel ashamed of their fucking mistake. Like, oh yeah, I actually gave my fucking keys away.
Yeah.
You know, but they bullshit on Twitter like, oh no, they go around the bush. They don't really say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
'cause
feel-
they get fished.
I don't feel like it's shameful if you say that. You know,
Nah.
like you live and you learn.
I think
No,
it's
it's
just
not, but people are like that.
I feel like it just boils down to like motherfuckers just have too much pride and shit. Like
Definitely.
what the fuck? Like
I-
why?
I
Bro,
just- I
there's
feel-
people that get robbed in real life that don't go to the fucking police.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
They're like,
I'm
Yeah,
afraid to tell people I
they don't
got came
want
up
to say
on.
they've been had. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's how
Let me
how a
know.
lot of dudes are, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Seriously, man.
and there's a lot of dudes in the NFT space.
It's ran by like basically a lot of dudes. Like,
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
yeah.
But it's not on purpose though.
Nah,
let's just
nah.
say that as like
Nah, man.
like I'm not even afraid to say it. It's just like earlier when I said like I feel like they're saying there needs to be more women in the NFT space. It's like saying there's like needs to be more women in the poker like playing space. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Well, I feel like they should be
It's
in
not-
it more, so more women could be
right.
in it. You know, I feel like they should talk about it more and be more in the spaces
It's
to
not
encourage other women
exactly.
to get in it. You know,
It's not built that way. It just happens to be
like
that
on their
way.
like
you
on
know?
their Instagram and on their Twitter and like
Yeah,
they should be posting all this stuff so other women could be. Oh yeah, what is this? Oh yeah, let's talk about it. You know.
It's a really inclusive space. It's not
Yeah.
it's not bro at all. Like the
Nah.
spaces that I'm in, like people
Nah.
are like, for the most part, there's always like the exception, but people are really respectful of each
Yeah.
other, and they're down like to just like share what they know, and like they want to see like the stuff that you put out too. And like I'll see I'll see certain days where it'll be like women in the NFT space. And then they'll just like feature certain women,
Oh, the
like
space,
and they'll,
yeah.
they'll put each other on,
Yeah.
But-
and then like through that, like they do their own spaces, and then
Mhm.
like people fuck with them that way. But that's just how they hear about them,
Yeah.
And
But-
they get featured on other stuff.
But then there are also women like on the Twitter Spaces where they have like they'll encourage women to go on that space to talk just exclusively like women stuff, like women art,
Yeah,
so they could like encourage like a random person, like random chick, to just go on there and talk about it. You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's why I say they should be on there more and encouraging other women.
And that I think that's the whole point, that they are like they're doing
Yeah,
it.
they are.
And like you see it more and more. Like a lot more women are getting into it.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised like how many accounts like actually are like ran by women, or like
That's
at
so
least
true.
totally directed by women,
Yeah.
but like they just don't say it because like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing it because like they mess with the art and they want people to like their shit.
Mhm.
Like not just because whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's like no need to mention it. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
Yeah, they feel like there's no need because, like I was saying, like your art's gonna speak for itself. Like if your
Yeah.
shit's cool,
If you know,
people
you
are
know.
gonna look at it, you know,
Yeah.
and they're gonna want to buy it.
People that are in NFT, the NFT community and crypto, like they know how this shit moves, man. Like people that have been in it for a while, like they know how inclusive it is. They know that it's not on some shit like that. It's never like people that are in the NFT community are forward thinkers. Of course, there's little sour apples here and there, you know, but it's not really like that. Like, but yeah, like whatever, you know, like I don't even know, man. Like,
Yeah, like I know I'm a dude, but it's been very positive.
Yeah.
Like, and I haven't seen like
yeah,
I haven't like been in a space or like seen too many interactions like that. I know there's like always creeps and stuff like that,
Right.
but like as far as like a collectively,
They're always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Honestly. Creeps are a thing.
But even
yeah.
in,
But I've never seen like a person of like any gender or like any
Right.
background be like excluded
Right.
like from looking at their stuff. It's like
nah.
it's pretty cool. It's
Even
like
with the
a-
creeps, do they like all the people that are in there, all the other people that are not creeps? Like they'll start kicking them out and they'll
Yeah,
start
yeah,
talking
there's-
shit and being like, you know, this is who you really are. And
People are very supportive.
yeah,
Okay.
They want to see you win. You know, like so a lot of people do like the right communities.
good encouragement in all like a lot of spaces, you know.
yeah.
It just so happens the cards just so happen to like fall that way, but we're not against it. You know, I'm just saying like
Yeah,
we're
no.
still waiting for it to be like equal, if not more. Like,
Yeah, no
women.
way, 'cause
we don't
that's a-
care. You know.
Yeah, it's a conversation with like the STEM community too. Since like I was going to school.
That's
you
true.
know? It's like it's gonna be like that until it fucking gets to half. But I don't know if it's gonna be half. Like I don't know if people are gonna want to. Then when we start introducing robots, I don't know what the ratio is gonna be after that.
That's true.
We're spending the robot money before the robots exist. Okay.
Robot
Imagine.
Let's
money. I just want my car to drive itself.
see. Shit. Tesla.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I just want to produce via Neuralink. Like, imagine that. Like, you just think about that shit and it just makes it happen. That would be
And that
sick.
shit went up a lot.
It's like
The-
magic.
The turtle. 0.2.
What turtle?
Turtle. I'm gonna check this.
The perv. The Michelangelo.
Which one?
The
What do you mean?
number 9.
It went to 0.2? That's the price you're selling it at?
No, it's a live auction, right?
That's cheap, bro.
Is it
That's
Dutch?
an auction.
It's an auction. It's a
Oh.
That's
Dutch
not.
auction.
There's a reserve price. It's not
Yeah.
going for 0.2.
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's a Dutch auction.
No, it's someone's selling it. A full Garrett.
Damn.
Are you selling a Beavis or Butthead?
No,
Not the combo, but
Took him forever to get it.
one and or.
not for sale.
Not for sale.
That Magic Johnson was lit though.
Should just make that sweater that says it's not for sale. Just put a sticker over it.
Mhm.
Not for sale, bro. Should be hard. So with Pepsi though,
We're all gonna make it.
yeah.
Thanks,
so-
friend.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty, bro.
Yeah. Who got into it? Fucking, it was Pepsi, fucking Meta, Budweiser,
Burger King.
Burger King, like
We're all
fucking.
gonna make it.
Yeah. We're not all gonna make it, guys.
No.
Just
Well,
saying.
it's just funny because like what is your revenue like
Yeah.
per quarter? You made it, bro.
Yeah. Fuck. It's like in the beginning, man. I honestly thought it was cool that all these corporations and shit was like getting into the community, like the NFT community, man. Honestly, because like there's certain characters that, like not characters, like certain NFTs that you hold and it like gets you more value behind it, right? But honestly, like it's starting to get out of hand. Like it's unauthentic now. It's like it's like not
Not just that. What are these companies gonna do with their NFTs? You know,
Well, I mean, they could create value behind it. That's for damn sure. But it's just like,
Are you gonna get burgers for a year if you buy a certain NFT from McDonald's? That'd be cool.
I don't
But are
know.
they really gonna do it?
I don't know. But
It's just the whole like, cause like we're like a lot of these communities get like developed.
Around that
And-
NFT? Or those,
Yeah, and
those
like
companies?
we've created like economies like amongst ourselves that we can like trade back and forth, and then it's just weird like that this like $1 billion corporation is gonna be like, oh, like let me get some of that ETH, and
Mhm.
just in another way just like pull some out of our economy where it's just gonna stay there. You feel me? Like
yeah.
I feel
like
like,
that's the problem with shit now. Like
My
just
bad.
regular money. No, you're good.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like once I like realize that it takes like a whole ass thing to like keep this thing afloat and to keep doing this and keep, you know, if it's not a whole like cash grab thing, they're gonna realize like, holy shit, we bit off way more than we can chew, and now we're stuck in this whole like thing. Just like how I minted like a fucking project before I knew what I was doing, they're gonna also be stuck on this whole like, it's gonna be a reputation of a some sort, you know, for a bigger company. Except instead of me being like a small artist, it's gonna be a bigger magnifying glass on a fucking blue chip company. You know what I'm saying?
I really hope so. But like the way things are going, a lot of people love it. Like it pumps their bags.
Yeah.
And at the end of
Yeah.
the day, like they don't really care.
You think Pepsi has a
They
team
don't.
to keep the shit afloat though?
They do.
I
They
would
have
think,
Gary
I would think
Vee.
so, man.
They got
Yeah.
Gary Vee behind that shit.
He's
you know?
behind Pepsi?
Well, he's not behind Pepsi like that, but he
But he-
runs the marketing for them, and he
Yeah.
runs the marketing for fucking Budweiser through V.
I know Budweiser. Didn't like they put out one of his NFTs, right? Or something like that? Or something he worked with? Like in the beginning? For Budweiser? He didn't?
Nah,
He didn't
um,
design an NFT for them?
I don't think so. I was. It
Got a
was.
Google
Yeah,
machine?
Google it. Yeah. He did those. Oh, they did those NFTs a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, the Budweiser ones. But it's just like, it's cool. Like I was saying, like it's cool. Like I was thinking about it, like on that thing, like, oh damn, it is cool that fucking so and so's getting in. You know, like it could have been like Adidas. It could have been whatever's out there, right? And now they're getting involved with the community that we're building. Like you said, Jay, like the economy that we're building without them, and they're gonna come in, and like because they're already so damn rich, like they're just gonna come in and swoop on some shit, and it's gonna go back to
It's gonna be the same.
the
man.
same shit that's happening already, you know? But people don't see it that way because they own a certain character, and they know if so and so buys it, their shit's gonna go up in value because another person's gonna want it, they're gonna want to pay more. But at the end of the day, it's gonna turn into something unauthentic. You know, it's gonna turn like opposite of what it was supposed to be, kinda, you know?
Yeah, a decentralized world.
Yeah.
And it's like you just want to give them back the keys, bro. Like
Seriously, like too quick, you know? Like
mhm.
it's
Bro,
all
just
about the money.
A little bit, just a little bit,
Yeah.
bro.
It's the money, man. Like
Well, that's why a lot
we're
of these
blinded by it, you
Shit.
know? We're blinded by that shit.
That's why a lot of these like music artists are getting into it just for the
Mhm.
money, cash grab real quick.
Yeah. Like you see that shit with artists, rappers, fucking whatever, like fucking even
Like
people that
Migos,
make art.
Migos, I really hope you take someone to space. Cause they
Shit.
dropped that NFT and supposedly they're going to space.
Mhm.
So hopefully
Yeah.
some random person, not just somebody they know, you know. Oh yeah, my boy, he bought my NFT. He's going to space with me.
Like, I mean, you can't even sue someone for like not even taking you to space because it's like that type of shit's not even like on paper yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it depends if you read the contract.
is
That's
there?
true, there's-
Because they have a smart contract for it.
True.
So like that's what you have to read.
It's probably like, fuck.
Like you could say that, but if you're not reading the smart contract when you're buying the stuff,
But then, like something being executed in the real world, you would need a contract like with that person.
IRL
Yeah.
contract,
It's like a
paper contract.
Yeah, because a smart contract, like
But there are contracts that are signed like in fucking
digitally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy too. You know what I'm saying? There's
Mhm.
two types.
Well, a smart contract is a contract, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it is.
Like you guys sign it differently than you sign a real contract.
Kind of, not really.
Like you sign it with money instead of signing
Yeah,
it
and
like
I
with
was
your
just
money in
saying-
your wallet.
But when you sign up with your money and your wallet, you give them your name and signature already, pretty much amongst the terms and agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
That's a different way of signing it. Like
But I
I'm
would
not
just-
actually
I would
signing
just
it. I'm
think
putting
that
my
with-
wallet info into it.
With something that is gonna promise you going to space, like there would have to be some kind of additional terms other than the smart contract that holds the token. I'm
Mhm.
not sure
True.
like that. I'm not sure how it works. Like he was just saying like this is it's not like it's been done before. Like
Yeah, it's all new.
figuring it out. That's why I would say I would like a paper contract or digital.
But I hope
whatever,
it
but in
happens,
re-
dude.
like you said, in real life. And
Well,
I wanna go
you
space.
could get like you guys said, you could get rugged because there's no laws behind any of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's all new.
Mhm.
I hope it happens. That'd be forward thinking. Like that's fucking. You never hear about that. Someone else bringing someone else to space. You know what I'm saying? Who got that much money? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Seriously. Dude.
I would love to go to space
Like no, but like
on that Doge rocket.
if you took me to space, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
a lot of
no, I
fucking
feel you.
money, bro. Like
No, I get you. I'm
that's
just
a
saying I want to
lot
go to
for
space.
someone else. Like god damn, how much money you got? Fuck.
So that's why they're making these projects.
Build your own
making
damn
so much
plane.
money.
Make your own damn plane, I guess, or your own ship.
Shit. Let's talk about the whole like dumping right now. How the market just dumped. It's part of it. It's part of the process. But there's some really good deals out there right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly.
For
Some really
sure.
good
Any
deals.
kind of like me and you've been talking a lot about like layer twos and like ZK rollups and stuff like that. And
Mm.
things that are just gonna when like the masses do actually come in, like they're not gonna be able to use this is unusable for most people, like Ethereum.
Yeah.
Like to buy something you're gonna pay like $60, like to buy something $80. But tomorrow you might pay 200. It's like it's just not
That's true.
it's just not gonna work out. So like you're gonna need something like that.
Yeah.
Like to still be on the Ethereum blockchain, but not really. Like the smart contract's gonna exist on there, so everything's still safe. But we're gonna need some stuff like that because it's gonna get like crazy congested.
Yeah. Should hopefully when Ethereum 2 comes out, it's not like so expensive, you know, but you're right. Like right now, if you're buying like Ethereum and you're looking to buy NFTs, it's really, really expensive even just to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why there's other blockchains like Solana, fucking Polygon, where you could buy NFTs for under $100, and that's like all in. Like you don't need to pay like a gas fee of $100 or $60 or whatever, you know. Like
It could cost you like cents.
mm-hmm. Then you have platforms like fucking NBA Top Shot. Like talk about the moves you're doing on those. Like you found like a little pocket of like an advantage that you're kind of playing with right now. Like explain that.
Oh yeah, like I mean, like how you were saying, like how markets move and stuff. Like every time something new comes out for Top Shot, like the prices go down like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they started doing these flash challenges where like if you have one of the cards, like you can sell it for like 4 to 10x, like possibly sometimes. Like it depends on like how rare the card is. But yeah, you can like inflate it for like that like 12 hours, and then once the challenge is over, it usually just goes like right back down.
It drops.
It's a trip. Like
But again, it's all like being in it and seeing that pattern, right? Like you saw Like, oh damn, I noticed that when people really want the cards, they're willing to pay more, and then they don't need the cards anymore. They fucking end up selling them for a loss.
Yeah, like I paid like $15 for like a $6 card so I can get a pack. Like
See?
I've done that shit before.
Yeah. And it's cool how you were telling me earlier. You were like, I ended up selling them for this much, and now I'm gonna end up buying them back, but for this much.
Oh yeah, I still have to get like 2 Kyle Korvers at least. It's like, come on, bro. Like $8 for his Top Shot debut. That's disrespectful.
So there's little pockets there, man. You don't have to rely on Ethereum when you start, you
Yeah.
know. But if you wanted to trade up to it, you know, it's take it like a game. You know, you could start with a little bit of money and then get that going and then trade up to like a fucking, let's say like a doodle or something, you know, and then you take that and then you trade up to a cool cat, or I don't know, like I don't know how people could even do that anymore because the market's so like saturated, you know. But sometimes there's ways, you know, where you
No, I've seen people like move up with NFTs, like
Yeah.
go from something
Yeah.
from nothing to something, you
Bro,
know.